I declare to you the gospel which I preached to you, which also you received and in which you stand, by which also you are saved, if you hold fast that word which I preached to you, unless you believed in vain. For I delivered to you first of all that which I also received, that Christ died for your sins according to the Scriptures, and that he was buried, and that he rose again the third day according to the Scriptures, and that he was seen by Cephas, then by the 12. After that he was seen by over 500 brethren at once, of whom the greater part remain to be present, but some have fallen asleep. After that he was seen by James, then by all the apostles. Then last of all he was seen by me also, as by one born out of due time.
Now if Christ preached that he has been raised from the dead, how do some among you say that there is no resurrection of the dead? But if there is no resurrection of the dead, then Christ is not risen. And if Christ is not risen, then our preaching is empty, and your faith is also empty. Yes, and we are found false witnesses of God, because we have testified of God that he raised up Christ, whom he did not raise up, if in fact the dead do not rise. For if the dead do not rise, then Christ is not risen. And if Christ is not risen, your faith is futile. You are still in your sins. Then also those who have fallen asleep in Christ have perished. If in this life only we have hope in Christ, we are of all men the most pitiable. But now Christ is raised from the dead, and has become the firstfruits of those who have fallen asleep.
Since by man came death, by man also came the resurrection of the dead. For as in Adam all die, even so in Christ all shall be made alive. But each one in his own order, Christ the firstfruits, afterwards those who are Christ at his coming. Then comes the end, when he delivers the kingdom to God the Father, when he puts an end to all rule and all authority and power. For he must reign till he has put all enemies under his feet. The last enemy that will be destroyed is death.
But someone will say, how are the dead raised up, and with what body do they come? Foolish one, what you sow is not made alive unless it dies. So also is the resurrection of the dead. The body is sown in corruption. It is raised in incorruption. It is sown in dishonor. It is raised in glory. It is sown in weakness. It is raised in power. It is sown a natural body. It is raised a spiritual body. There is a natural body, and there is a spiritual body. And so it is written, the first man, Adam, became a living being. The last Adam became a life-giving spirit. However, the spiritual is not first, but the natural, and afterward the spiritual. The first man was of the earth, made of dust. The second man is the Lord from heaven. As was the man of dust, so also are those who are made of dust. And as is the man of the heavenly man, so also are those who are heavenly. And as we have borne the image of the man of dust, we shall also bear the image of the heavenly man.
Behold, I tell you a mystery. We shall not all sleep, but we shall all be changed. In a moment, in the twinkling of an eye, at the last trumpet. For the trumpet will sound, and the dead will be raised incorruptible, and we shall be changed. For this corruptible must put on incorruption, and this mortal must put on immortality. So when this corruptible has put on incorruption, and this mortal has put on immortality, then shall be brought to pass the saying that is written, Death is swallowed up in victory. O death, where is your sting? O Hades, where is your victory? The sting of death is sin, and the strength of sin is the law. But thanks be to God, who gives us the victory through our Lord Jesus Christ.
Good morning. A very happy Easter Sunday to you and to your family. And I trust the Lord will bless as we consider His Word this morning. Open your Bibles with me, please, to the chapter that we have heard read throughout our meeting, to 1 Corinthians chapter 15. Now, Easter on our calendars is the first Sunday after the first full moon, after the vernal equinox. It is the closest that we can come to the commemoration of the day when Jesus Christ rose from the dead. And this Easter Sunday, we're having a baptism, a physical picture of a spiritual reality, itself depicting death and resurrection, that we who have believed have died with Christ, we have been buried with him through baptism, and we are raised to walk in newness of life. Easter, more than any other day, presses on us that the gospel of Jesus Christ is not an argument of theology, but rather it is the story of the Christ. That our Christian faith is more than aspiration unto better living, but rather it is the power of God unto a new life. That our faith is grounded not in the hopes of men, but rather in the workings of God. That we do more than strive to make a better world. We anticipate a new one. And the resurrection of Jesus Christ is the unmistakable sign that the old is passing away and that the new has come. Now, 1 Corinthians chapter 15, which we have read, is one of the longest chapters in the New Testament. It is 58 verses. For 57 of those verses, the Apostle Paul has put forward the most comprehensive doctrinal discussion that we have concerning the resurrection of the dead, both the historical resurrection of the Lord Jesus Christ and the future resurrection of those who are Christ's at his coming. And we have read through much of that doctrine and argument this morning, leaving just the last verse, leaving just verse 58, which is the text for our discussion. Therefore, my beloved brethren, be steadfast, immovable, always abounding in the work of the Lord, knowing that your labor is not in vain in the Lord. And may the Lord bless and give us a good understanding as we consider his word this morning. Now, there is an unwritten but an inviolate rule for preachers that whenever your text includes the word therefore, you are obligated to ask the question, what is the therefore? And then you pause for a moment, suggesting that you have just said something both very witty and very profound. And having now honored the rule, I will note that the therefore verses in 1 Corinthians really do have a particular importance and a particular significance. This is a letter that is written by Paul from Ephesus during his third missionary journey. The letter is addressed to the church of God, which is in Corinth. But more than that, it mentions by name, specifically in the salutation, those who in every place call upon the name of Jesus Christ, who is both their Lord and our Lord. So this is a letter that includes us as its audience. The letter is actually a return correspondence, and it breaks into two distinct parts. In the first part, what we call chapters 1 to 6, Paul is addressing issues in the church that he had heard were a problem, primarily questions of division and immorality. And then in chapter 7, verse 1, Paul begins to address a list of questions that the Corinthians themselves had raised and that they had written to him about. And I've often thought that that would be great. If there was a question of doctrine or a question of practice that arises, we don't have to debate it among ourselves. We just write off to the Apostle Paul. We get a definite answer. That would save a lot of problems. Well, that's what the Corinthians did. With questions about marriage and questions about meat offered to idols and questions about the Lord's Supper and questions about spiritual gifts and others. And with each one, Paul explains the answer. And then most often, not always, but most often, he sums it up with a therefore verse, which takes the doctrinal explanation and turns it into a practical application. You asked me about eat meat that was sacrificed to idols. And then Paul explains that an idol was nothing. And he talks about what the situation was in Corinth. And he explains the doctrinal basis for his answer before concluding, therefore, if the meat offered to an idol makes my brother stumble, I'm not going to eat it. You asked me about spiritual gifts. You asked me about speaking in tongues. And Paul discusses gifts and their use generally and their use at the Lord's table. And he concludes at the end of that discussion, therefore, desire prophecy. Do not forbid the speaking in tongues, and let all things be done decently and in order. In chapter 15, he turns to the doctrine of the resurrection. Now, it is unclear to me whether this is a question that was raised by the Corinthians in their letter, or if this is brought up on Paul's own initiative. But it is the longest such discussion in the book. And again, Paul ends the discussion with an exhortation. Therefore, given what we have heard so far in this meeting, given the historical certainty that Jesus Christ is raised from the dead, and has been seen by Peter, and seen by the 12, and seen by James, and seen by over 500, and then seen by Paul himself. Therefore, an understanding that all who are in Adam die, and all who are in Christ will be made alive. So, therefore, and given that the body is sown in corruption and will be raised like Christ incorruptible, so, therefore, and knowing that Jesus Christ is coming, and at his coming the dead in Christ are raised, and we who are alive are changed. Therefore, well, therefore what? Therefore what? Maybe, therefore withdraw from the sinful community around you. Have nothing to do with them. Form a new religious society. Or maybe, therefore, give no thought to this present world which is quickly passing away. Abandon all thought of earthly need or gain and just wait out these few remaining dark days before the dawn. Or maybe go the other way and therefore enjoy the present charms of this present creation. Eat, drink, and be merry, for God gives us all things liberally to enjoy. At different times and in different places, Christians of different persuasions have drawn all of those conclusions. If the resurrection from the dead has begun, if the resurrection of Christ is the first fruit of a new creation, if the end of all things is at hand, therefore what? The whole purpose of 1 Corinthians 15, verses 1 to 57, is to get us to verse 58. It is not just to teach us the doctrine so that we would know something, but that we should be something. Not just that we would understand something, but that we should do something. And the something that we should be, and the something that we should do, is described in 3 words. Steadfast, immovable, and always abounding in the work of the Lord. You who are being baptized today, showing that you have died with Christ and that you are raised with him to walk in newness of life. This is what newness of life looks like. Steadfast, immovable, and abounding in the work of the Lord. This is a verse by which every Christian can measure himself or herself. This is home base in our resurrection life in Jesus Christ. And so for just a few minutes this morning, let's take each of these words, these things that should be considered, these things that we should be, and consider them in turn. Now the Greek here, translated steadfast, has the sense of being firm, unwavering, and enduring. In the changes of life and circumstance, it is that which remains, and it is that which stands strong. This chapter opens as Paul describes the gospel, which he says, which you received, in which you stand, by which you are saved, and to which you hold fast. Paul writes the same thing to the Christians at Colossae, that they should continue in the faith, grounded and steadfast, same word in the Greek, and not moved away from the gospel. He wrote to the Christians at Ephesus that we as a body of believers in Christ should strive unto the unity of the faith and the knowledge of the Son of God, to a perfect man, to the measure of the stature of the fullness of Christ, so that we should no longer be children, tossed to and fro, and carried about by every wind of doctrine, but speaking the truth in love. Our brother Scott Metzger talked to us about this verse a couple of weeks ago. Speaking the truth in love may grow up into all things, into him who is the head, Jesus Christ. A steadfast Christian, a steadfast life, a steadfast church is not afraid of what's going on out in the world. It doesn't panic. It doesn't waver. It doesn't chase around after the newest fad. But it's mature and confident and settled and grounded and set on a foundation. We read of the church in Jerusalem that they continued steadfastly in the apostles' doctrine, in fellowship, in breaking of bread, and in prayer. That we individually and as a church would be, as the psalmist wrote, like a tree planted by rivers of water. That's one of the greatest biblical images of a godly life, a steadfast life, a life that delights in the law of the Lord, a tree planted by the rivers of water. Its leaves and its branches above reach out towards the life-giving rays of sunlight. Its roots beneath the surface stretch out towards the sustaining water of the river. Come drought, come storm, it just stretches out towards the sustaining water of the river. And it was impressed on me in my youth that the most important word in that famous verse from Psalm 1 is the word planted. A tree planted by rivers of water. You are not where you are by happenstance. You are not where you are because of some accident of nature or history. You are planted. God is intentional, and God is purposeful in your life. And so our lives and our church should so reflect. A Christian life is steadfast. Now, Paul's second word is immovable. And this is the only time this particular Greek word appears in the New Testament. Now, immovable does not mean static, even though there are a lot of churches that seem to think so. Actually, it means exactly the opposite. Steadfast has the sense of being grounded and confident and settled. Immovable has the sense of having a purpose, having a direction, and not deviating from it. Vine's Expository Dictionary defines it as being firmly persistent. Let me show you what I mean. This is from Psalm 16. Psalm 16 is one of the great messianic psalms, the words actually of the Lord Jesus Christ. It is used by the Apostle Peter when he spoke on Pentecost. Words that Peter said describe the Christ. I have set the Lord always before me. Because he is at my right hand, I shall not be moved. Therefore my heart is glad and my glory rejoices. My flesh also will rest in hope, for you will not leave my soul in Sheol, nor will you allow your Holy One to see corruption. You will show me the path of life. In your presence is fullness of joy. This describes Jesus Christ throughout his life and throughout his ministry. as he traveled throughout Galilee and Judea and even among the Gentiles. It describes Jesus Christ as he headed for Jerusalem to fulfill the things that were written of him. It describes Jesus Christ in the great trial of his condemnation and crucifixion. Peter said it described Jesus in his death. He has set the Lord always before him. He has purpose. He has direction. And nothing will move him from it. Nothing will deter him. Nothing will distract him. And why is he immovable in his course? Because of the hope of the resurrection. My flesh will rest in hope. My God will not leave me dead. I know that before me is the path of life and fullness of joy in your presence. That's exactly what we take from 1 Corinthians 15. The body is sown in corruption, but God is not going to leave us there. It is raised incorruptible. The body is sown in dishonor, but God is not going to leave us there. It is raised in glory. The body is sown in weakness, but God is not going to leave us there. It is raised in power. And so should the Lord not come, my flesh also can rest in hope. My heart also is glad. My tongue also rejoices. And I and you too, we set the Lord always before us and are not moved. Likewise, the Apostle Paul gave testimony to this same idea. Now, at the end of his third missionary journey, when he left Ephesus, he was headed to Jerusalem. And he described his purpose with these words. And see, now I go bound in the Spirit to Jerusalem, not knowing the things that will happen to me there, except that the Holy Spirit testifies in every city, saying that chains and tribulations await me, but none of these things move me. Nor do I count my life dear to myself, so that I may finish my race with joy and the ministry which I have received from the Lord Jesus to testify to the gospel of the grace of God. Paul is not static. He is going. He's going to Jerusalem. There's uncertainty before him. There's danger before him. But that does not move him. That does not deter him. He's going to finish his race with joy and testify to the grace of God. Immovable means that you are not going to move off course. You are not going to move off target. Not even a little bit. You will be asked in your life to move. You will be asked in your life to move, just a little bit. But I am given to understand that if you fly from BWI to Los Angeles and your flight plan is off by just 1%, you will miss the runway, you will miss the airport, you will miss the city, you will end up in the Pacific Ocean just by being off 1%. Paul tells the Corinthian church, and so tells us, to be immovable, undeterred, firmly persistent, staying on course. Set the Lord always before us. The final word is abounding. Always abounding, Paul writes. The Greek translated immovable is the only time that Paul uses that word in all of his letters. This Greek word, translated abounding, is one of his favorites. The lexicons tell me that this word means very great, excessive, extremely, emphatically, surpassingly, all the more than enough. And then Paul adds that we are to be always abounding. And the word translated always means always and all the time. 26 different times in his letters, Paul writes that Christians are abounding, that the grace of God is abounding, that churches are excelling, that they are abounding in wisdom, abounding in good works, abounding in joy, increasing more and more. He wrote to the Corinthians just a few chapters before this, that you, actually in 2 Corinthians, that you abound in everything. You abound in faith, you abound in speech, you abound in knowledge, you abound in diligence, you abound in love. It is great to be a Christian. This is the word used by the gospel writers when Jesus fed 5,000 and then the disciples gathered up the abundance of 12 baskets. The Lord surrounds your life with good things on every side, even in the most difficult times. Even when Paul is in prison, when he has nothing, he tells the Philippians that he's abounding. Even when it is the sufferings of Christ that abound in us, so our greater consolation abounds through Jesus Christ. My brothers and sisters, if Jesus Christ is not raised from the dead, then therefore our faith is empty. It is futile. We all live in sin. Death is the end. And I would say, therefore, let's all go home and just try to do the best we can. But if he is raised from the dead, then death is swallowed up in victory, and life is full of purpose, and before us is glory incorruptible. So therefore, as the beloved of the Lord, let each of us, and let all of us as a church together be steadfast, firm, and sure, and grounded. Let us be immovable, focused on Jesus Christ, and never deterred. And let us always abound in the work of the Lord, knowing that our labors are not in vain in the Lord. The blessings of the Lord on you, to you and your family on this Easter Sunday. Let's pray. And then, Paul, I'll give it back to you, and we will move into our baptism. Our Father, we give you thanks in the name of our Lord Jesus Christ for the grace that you have made, that you have extended to us, and that you have made abound to us. We thank you for our Savior, who was undeterred, who set you always before him, who was not moved, not even by the great trial of his crucifixion, and that he persevered that we would be saved. Father, we thank you that we have today a purpose and a hope. And we pray that we would be renewed day by day in the newness of life, that we would remain steadfast and immovable and abounding. We pray, our Lord, that our labors, that you would see fit that these labors would not be in vain in your name. We give thanks in your Son's name. And we pray, Lord, that you would, that by your Spirit we would know and see the right way. Giving thanks in his name. Amen.